Hello. Okay, I was having a conversation with a client this morning and we were talking about investments and how what makes a wise investment and what's just not what's not a super wise investment. And it all came back to stewardship. Right? Because investing money, oh my gosh, I need to invest in a haircut. Investing money is a way that we can show wise stewardship of our money and our time, and it could be an investment in our health, so being good stewards of our bodies. And it just got me thinking. I was like, I don't bat an eye at investing in my kids taking Jiu Jitsu. It was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer for me. And now I know some of you are like, yeah, but you work at the gym. But I didn't always. For the first year, I did not work at the gym. So it was but it was still a no-brainer that I would invest in Jiu Jitsu for my kid every month. A pretty large sum of money for us on a budget to invest in my son to take Jiu Jitsu, because I knew it was so good for him. And as soon as we had the opportunity to invest in another kid doing Jiu Jitsu, we did it as soon as we could, because it was a no-brainer. Of course I would put them in something that was healthy for their bodies, healthy for their minds. It's been amazing for their discipline and their personal growth. Of course I would invest in that. And then I was like, then why do I hesitate to invest the exact same amount of money in something for me that is good for my discipline, my health, and my personal growth? And really, it's something I would do 5 days a week instead of the 2 or 3 days that they go. Why do I hesitate? And I thought about it. I was like, it's because I just love my kids and I want the best for them. But God loves me and wants the best for me. So He's given me the resources to invest in myself. And it doesn't always look like, and it doesn't always mean that those resources come easily, just drop in my lap, oh look, we got a raise and now we can afford to do all these things, invest in ourselves. No, sometimes it means that there's a sacrifice somewhere else. A sacrifice in time or a sacrifice in finances to make that investment in myself. And she was like, yeah, I totally agree. And for her, it was personal training. She loves having a personal trainer. She loves the accountability. It holds her accountable to going to the gym twice a week, to moving her body in a way that she loves doing. Why is that a bad investment? How is that unwise? To invest in a way for you to be less stressed out, more physically healthy, more mentally healthy, more engaged. It is good and wise stewardship of your money to invest in yourself and in your growth as a human, as a person, as a mom, as a wife, and screw as a mom and a wife, as a human, as a person, as you. Insert your name here. And then I was thinking about how ways that I have invested in myself. And I was like, I want to, just reflecting on that. And I was like, and it hits home today because today is the last day of this mastermind group that I'm in. And it was a really big investment to invest thousands of dollars for me to be in this 6-month mastermind. And the first time I invested in it was a year ago. And it was hard. You can ask my coach. I was pretty, it took me a few months to be okay, I'm doing this. Hi, Lauren. It took me a few months to commit to investing in it. But when I did, I leveled up almost immediately in my mindset. And within a few months, I was leveling up on so many levels. On so many levels, I was leveling up. Those are details for a different time. The point is, the next time, like when that 6-month container was over, I didn't expect to be the very best coach and businesswoman ever. I was like, I'm still growing. I'm growing because of this container I'm in. Of course I want to keep going. Of course I want to invest in myself. Stop. My dog is staring at me through the slider, barking at me. Shh. Of course. It was an of course moment. I still had a little mind drama. I was like, oh, can I invest this amount of money again? Can I do that? Am I allowed to invest that amount, thousands of dollars in myself again? And I felt like God was like saying I had permission to do it. It felt safe to me, so I did it. And I kid you not, like that verse in Zechariah 9:12, I'm talking about that freaking all year. But I talked about it in a live earlier this week. I was like, I'm in the stronghold, and what I saw was God gave me a double blessing of clients, of impact, exactly what I prayed for. God gave me a double blessing of it. So this time, before this mastermind round was even over, this 6 months was even over, it ends today. Weeks ago, a month ago, I was like, oh, hey, sign me up. Like, here's my money. Of course I'm going to invest. It's a no-brainer. There was zero hesitation. Zero. And it wasn't because I had all the money and of course, like I made my money back and had tons of money to spend on it. No, not at all. It was a no-brainer because the me that I am now, I'm like, wow, who am I going to be 6 months from now? If I've grown this much in the last 6 months, the last year, who am I going to be in 6 more months? It's totally worth every penny. And this decision felt so safe and so God honoring to spend this amount of money on investing in me because it felt so safe because I'm in the stronghold. I am in the presence of God on a regular basis. I am regularly seeking his will, regularly seeking communion with God. Like, of course it's a safe decision. God's not going to let me do something ridiculously unsafe without checking my spirit. He's going to put that, that I'm going to feel that really obviously if it's not a wise decision. I didn't feel that at all. I felt a big fat, like just buckets of peace being dumped on me. An overwhelming peace. Your coach is amazing, so she is amazing, and thank you. So, all that to say, I understand that angsty, like, ooh, is this safe feeling? Is it safe to invest in this program? What if I fail? What if I can't do it? What if it doesn't work for me? What if that time frame isn't enough for me to see the growth that I need? First of all, it's not. We're always growing. We're always unfinished. God is doing a good work in you until the day of completion. So until the day you die, he's going to keep growing you. So it's safe to invest in yourself. He's going to provide the money. He's going to provide the time. He's going to provide every resource because he wants you to be the woman he's created you to be. And he's giving you an opportunity to grow into that woman. Now, maybe that is some class that you want to take at community college. Maybe it's going back to school and getting a degree. Maybe it's enrolling in that mastermind you've been looking at. Maybe it's getting into the non-sucky weight loss program, which, by the way, you now have a couple more weeks, and I will go into that later. I'll make a post on that later, but I'm delaying the start of that group, so you've got a couple weeks to get in. Now, pre-sale prices are only good through Friday, which is tomorrow, so if you want a pre-sale price, you get in tomorrow, by tomorrow. But that decision is safe. That decision is safe. That is not outside the will of God for you to spend money on yourself and invest in yourself. It is not outside the will of God. It is not poor stewardship of your finances. It is wise stewardship to grow yourself into the woman of God that He created you to be. It is wise to invest in yourself. I'm saying this from experience. It was a wise decision every time, even when it felt scary, it was wise. Growth is always wise. So I just want to encourage you with that today, because I had that conversation with a client today. I'm having that conversation with myself today, that like reminder of like how excited I am to be investing in myself again. Like, it's a no-brainer now. And really, like, my clients will tell you, a lot of them re-sign with me for another 3 or 6 months because they're like, it's a no-brainer. I've grown so much in the last, this is what they say, I've grown so much in the last 3 months or 6 months or whatever. Why would I not want to continue growing? It's working. Of course I want to keep going. It's always an option. I don't have to say I'm going to keep going with this group that I'm in. I don't have to. I want to. So, yes, it's important to pray about it. But don't sit in it and be like, I don't know. Like, you don't need a pro-con list. Just do the thing. Investing in yourself is wise. Unless you get that serious spirit check, then it's a wise choice. You don't have to question it. You don't have to sit and marinate on it for freaking ever. That's where Satan comes in, and he's like, but what about? And he throws you into confusion. Not necessary, sis. Okay? Not necessary. So go, do your thing, get it done. I love you so much, and I will see you later.